Hey everybody, and welcome to Iron Vlog number 184. Moving on up there. This right here is the neck of the exoskeleton. Well, actually, this is the full body, as you can see, but this in here is the neck. Let me switch over to the actual file that is the neck, and here is the neck. This is what I've gotten done today. I've been working on this, piddling around, and I was hoping to get more done today. The nice thing I did do is I got both the deep and superficial layers. So if you're new to the channel, there's 2 layers to this exoskeleton that adds more support for the exomuscles that are running through here, supported on both sides. So the actuators, they're very high strength and they can shear metal, so they need to be supported on both sides in order to work correctly. So that's what that is, but I got both of those on there, and then I've come down to where the sliding joint is going to come down, and there's going to be another one of these joints coming down here on the neck. So there's 2 that allow for motion this way, and then this is a joint here that allows for motion this way, and this is a joint that slides around and that allows for motion this way, like that. So it all looks good, except if we switch back over to the full body here, you'll see that this right now there's no interference with it really. It looks like there actually is just a tiny little bit of interference there. But these parts need to slide out and continue this arc out, and then one needs to come, well, essentially the idea was to do them both like this one in here. So this is these two parts of the neck parts right here. This would be jointed, obviously. So that one comes around without any interference, but this one, because of this part right here, there's a lot of interference. So this has to find some way to get to the inside, and then it can't like sneak through the middle for starters, because there's going to be a solid piece of metal welded in there. And in addition to that, it's going to ride up and down, so it needs to be able to move. So that is an issue right now, and I'm not entirely sure how to solve it. That's why I haven't solved it yet. I also did a bunch of welding today on the cart build. That's the new video's coming out soon on that. But yeah, this is how this is looking right now, and I need some method to get this around. Like, this essentially now I think needs to move inside of this neck or something like that. I'm not sure. I wonder. I did just have an idea. Maybe if I moved this out to in here, it'd be pretty far outside. This would be pretty far outside of this, outside of the head here. If I did that, that might be a good way to do it. I might try bringing this out to here. So maybe I just need to get away from it for a bit, and then I can change the shape of this and adjust it. And I can also bring these in and reduce the motion a little bit if necessary. Not too much though. I can't bring that in too much, because I have to be able to put bolts right about here in order to hold the system together, and so I can't bring it in too much more. But I could reduce how far this comes out, but then you're only gonna be able to move your head just a little bit. So I'll toy around with some ideas on that. I'm planning on redoing the torso anyway, so I could probably figure that out when I do it that way. I think that's probably what I'm gonna do. It's always nice to talk to you guys, because then sometimes I just figure some shit out that's been plaguing me throughout the day. So I'm gonna bring this here out to here like that, and then probably bring that around there, and that should be a good way to do that. And then I'll be done with the back part of the neck, and then I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do in the front of the neck, because I am planning on doing a much more streamlined version of this in the front of the neck. I've done that before on the draft, I think 3 it was, where I built the neck. That's how I did it, and I was fairly happy with the way that came out. So I'm going to do something similar to that I did there up here in the front, but the big bulkier, more massive part is going to be in the back, and there'll be like a thin, more wispy part in the front that comes around. And then you can see how these 2 parts in here will be mostly bolted in, and then this part will come into the back and bolt in, so that this comes on in 2 layers, but the 2 layers become like 1 layer, and the peripheries. So the head, the feet, and then hands, 2 layers of the suit become 1 layer. So that's what this is right here. That bolt hole right there allows the back to come in and then bolt in to the helmet in that way. And then this will open, and then there'll be another bolt that puts the front part in as well. And then there'll also be something similar going on down here. And actually, if you look right here, this is the similar bolts method for how the back and front go together on the torso. So that's a very common theme throughout in how this is put together, but front and back coming together. So in this case, front and back coming together, and then the back of the deep part is actually permanently attached to the helmet. So this helmet will be attached permanently to this one and that one. It'll be able to move. They'll be jointed, but it'll be attached permanently. I mean, it could be unbolted, but in order to take the suit off and put it on, those bolts won't come out. So I'm getting close on the neck. I would say a day or two at the most for that, hopefully, assuming I can figure out this problem. And then I need to redo the torso, and then I have a little bit right down here to finish up on the pelvis, and then we're done with the trunk. And the trunk is the most complicated, maybe not most complicated, but the least figured out part. So once this is done, the arms and legs will go pretty quick. So this is coming along pretty fast, and it looks pretty cool. The helmet really pulls this thing together. The pelvis looks good. The torso still needs a little bit of work. I don't love the way the torso looks, but it does look pretty fucking cool. I gotta say, it is starting to look real good with it all together. So so I'm gonna throw a little bit. I'm gonna throw that back, and I'm gonna chew on it too and make sure that's exactly what I want to do. I think that's probably how I want to do it. But I'll finish that up tomorrow, and I am gonna do some more welding tomorrow, and so that video will be coming out soon, which is fun because man, I got some awesome shots today of me welding. This is all going to be welded. That's why I'm doing the welding and building the cart. So in order to weld this together, I got to know how to weld. And actually, my welds weren't that good, but I did get some awesome shots of them. Got some awesome shots of some shitty welds. Anyways, tomorrow, guys, I'll have hopefully the full back of the neck done, and then I just need to do the front after that. And then I don't know. We'll see how I'm feeling. I might bounce around to some other parts of the torso. Don't think I'm going to start on the arms. I can't really start on the arms and legs until I get the shoulder girdle and this part of the pelvis finished. So got to finish the torso first, essentially, and then I'll move to the arms and the legs. You guys are great. If you're seeing this video for the first time, hit the subscribe button. If not, I love all of you fucking subscribers. You're the best. Have a good one.